I hope they don't block my view, mutters one neighbor, while another excitedly plans to bring over pool floats once the water's in. The atmosphere is electric, a mix of enthusiasm and apprehension. Meanwhile, the HOA president, armed with a clipboard and a furrowed brow, stands at a distance, observing the scene unfold. Initially, there's a flicker of hope that this project could enhance the neighborhood's appeal. The sound of construction equipment fills the air, signaling the start of the much-anticipated pool installation. Neighbors peek out from behind curtains and gather on porches, their curiosity piqued by the sight of trucks unloading materials. Children dart around, imagining the splashes and laughter that will soon fill the backyard. It's a moment of collective anticipation, as everyone wonders how this new addition will transform their community. As the first shovel hits the ground, reactions vary across the street. Some residents cheer, envisioning summer barbecues and pool parties, while others exchange wary glances, concerned about the potential noise and disruption. However, as the construction progresses, thoughts of regulations and compliance begin to swirl in their mind. I need to check the bylaws, they mutter under their breath, already envisioning the potential challenges ahead. Little do they know, this pool installation is just the beginning of a summer filled with unexpected twists and turns. As the pool installation progresses, the HOA president finds herself increasingly anxious about the implications for the neighborhood. With a clipboard in hand, she reviews the community's rules and regulations, which are designed to maintain property values and aesthetics. The HOA has strict guidelines regarding the size, placement, and even the type of fencing required around pools. Each of these regulations is meant to ensure that every home complements the overall charm of the community, but now those rules feel like a ticking time bomb. Her mind races with fears about how this new pool might affect property values. What if it's too big? What if it's not up to code? She worries, envisioning a cascade of complaints from other residents. The last thing she wants is for the neighborhood to become a patchwork of mismatched aesthetics, where one flashy pool could overshadow the carefully curated charm of their homes. Determined to address the situation diplomatically, she decides to approach the pool-owning neighbor for a friendly chat. Armed with a smile and a few copies of the HOA guidelines, she hopes to find common ground. "I just want to ensure everything is in line with our community standards," she explains, trying to keep the conversation light. However, as she speaks, she can't shake the feeling that this friendly discussion might quickly turn into a heated debate. The stakes are high, and she knows that navigating this situation will require both tact and a firm grasp of the rules. As the pool installation continues, the neighborhood becomes a hotbed of discussion, with opinions ranging from sheer excitement to outright disapproval. On one end of the spectrum, families with children can hardly contain their enthusiasm. "I can't wait for the summer BBQs and pool parties," exclaims Sarah, a mother of three, as she envisions her kids splashing around with friends. "This is going to be the best summer ever." However, not everyone shares her enthusiasm. Across the street, Mr. Thompson, a longtime resident, shakes his head disapprovingly. "It's just not what this neighborhood is about," he grumbles. "We moved here for the quiet, not to have a water park next door." His sentiments resonate with a few others who worry that the pool will disrupt the peaceful atmosphere they cherish. As the chatter grows louder, the HOA president decides to call a community meeting to address the concerns and excitement surrounding the installation. Residents gather in the community center, where opinions fly back and forth. "We need to uphold our standards," insists one neighbor, while another counters, "but we also need to embrace change." The meeting becomes a lively debate, with anecdotes shared about past neighborhood projects and their impacts. Some residents reminisce about the time a new fence sparked similar concerns, only to become a beloved feature. As the discussions unfold, it's clear that this pool installation has ignited a passionate dialogue about community values and the balance between tradition and progress. After weeks of navigating the escalating tensions surrounding the pool installation, the HOA president finally reaches her breaking point. It all comes to a head during a particularly heated community meeting where opinions clash like waves against the shore. As she stands at the front of the room, her patience wearing thin, she can feel the weight of the world on her shoulders. "This is not just about a pool," she exclaims, her voice rising in pitch. "It's about the very soul of our neighborhood." The room falls silent, and then someone in the back mutters, "It's just a pool, Karen." That's all it takes. With a dramatic flair, she throws her hands up in the air. "A pool! A glorious, shimmering pool! What's next? A water slide? A diving board? A full-blown water park?" Laughter erupts, and she can't help but chuckle at the absurdity of it all. Turning to the neighbor who installed the pool, she points dramatically. "You've turned our peaceful community into a summer carnival." The neighbor, trying to keep a straight face, replies, "Well, at least I'll have the best lemonade stand in town." As the laughter continues, the HOA president realizes how ridiculous the situation has become. She takes a deep breath, her frustration melting away into humor. "All right, let's just make sure the pool doesn't come with a DJ booth." The room bursts into laughter again, and for a moment, the tension dissipates, reminding everyone that sometimes it's okay to laugh at the chaos of community living. In the wake of the HOA president's emotional outburst, both sides realize that a resolution is necessary to restore harmony in the neighborhood. The HOA schedules a series of meetings with the neighbor who installed the pool, aiming to address concerns while also understanding their perspective. The neighbor, Jake, is eager to share his vision. "I just wanted a place for my kids to play and for us to enjoy family time," he explains, his enthusiasm evident. "I never intended to cause a ruckus." During the first meeting, the HOA president and board members sit down with Jake to discuss the specific regulations that have been overlooked. Tensions are high, but Jake remains calm, suggesting that he's willing to work within the community guidelines. "What if I add a privacy fence and limit the hours of pool use?" he proposes, hoping to ease the concerns of his neighbors. As discussions progress, both parties begin to find common ground. The HOA suggests a compromise. Jake can keep the pool, but he must adhere to specific aesthetic guidelines, such as landscaping around the area, to blend it with the neighborhood's charm. In return, the HOA agrees to host a community pool party once the installation is complete, allowing everyone to enjoy the new addition together. By the end of the negotiations, both sides leave feeling heard and respected. The resolution not only addresses the immediate concerns, but also fosters a sense of community spirit, reminding everyone that collaboration can turn conflicts into opportunities for connection. As the dust settles from the pool installation saga, it's clear that this incident offers valuable lessons about HOA governance and community living. First and foremost, it highlights the delicate balance between enforcing rules and respecting personal freedom. While regulations are essential for maintaining property values and aesthetics, they can sometimes stifle individual expression and creativity. This situation serves as a reminder that communities thrive when residents feel empowered to make their homes their own, even within the framework of guidelines. Moreover, the importance of open communication cannot be overstated. The initial tensions could have been mitigated with more dialogue between the HOA and the neighbor. By fostering an environment where residents feel comfortable voicing their concerns and ideas, communities can avoid misunderstandings and build stronger relationships. This incident encourages viewers to reflect on how they communicate within their own neighborhoods and to consider proactive approaches to conflict resolution. It's about finding ways to coexist harmoniously while respecting both individual desires and collective standards. As we move forward, let's embrace the lessons learned from this experience, encouraging a culture of understanding and cooperation. After all, A thriving community is one where everyone feels heard, valued, and free to enjoy their own slice of paradise, whether that includes a pool or not.